Alright, so we are back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we do have the full EZA details for the TEQ Trunks and the AGL ZAMASU. So Gresh didn't translate them this time. I think we just got them from the Dokkan wiki, but Toonrami put them all on like a Twitter thread like this, so shout out to him. We're just going to go over what he has right here. So again, big thanks to Toonrami. Now the TEQ Trunks, so his leader skill is Future Saga category Ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 170%, or Super Class Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 130%. It's exactly what we expected with his leader skill. I mean, it's pretty good. 170 leads is like the bare minimum right now, so if you're newer to the game, free to play, anything like that, he might help you out a little. And then his super attack effect is that he raises attack and then greatly raises defense for 3 turns, causes immense damage to enemy. So okay, there was no defense on the super attack beforehand, so now greatly raising defense for 3 turns. I mean, adding that on there is pretty good, so I definitely like that. From the looks of it, I mean, I would say additionals, like, is how you should build this guy, because additionals are probably going to benefit the super attack the most, because then if you're getting 2 of these, obviously that's 100% defense for 3 turns, so, you know, that's going to start to get pretty crazy, but pretty good super attack effect overall. And then his passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 140%, 2 key to all super class allies, launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super, and then he gets 30% crit chance for the turn per attack performed. Okay, so they didn't give him any defensive capability. Alright, I guess that's not a bad thing, because he's still getting a lot of defense on super, but you are going to have to baby him for the first couple turns. I was really hoping they'd give him, like, guard, damage reduction, something like that, but alright, I mean, they gave him some damage, which I guess is nice. The 30% crit chance per attack, like, actually done, which is pretty good, because 30% is pretty crazy. I mean, he already has built-in additionals, so you could easily do 3 attacks in a turn, and then you're up to a 90% chance to crit. And then if you get the hidden potential system attack, which, like I said, full additional, then you could do some pretty good damage with crits, and he's raising attack. So his damage is going to look good, but I don't know, I'm a little worried about his defense. So we got to see what the transformed Trunks looks like. So in Super Saiyan, he now greatly raises attack and defense, causes immense damage to enemy. Okay, so greatly stacking attack and defense is pretty good, especially because you could just stay in this state forever. Like, that's what most people do now with this guy. They just transform into Super Saiyan Trunks, and then they just continue stacking defense with him, even, like, before his EZA. But now that he's greatly raising attack and defense, I mean, that's pretty good. But still, you're kind of going to have to baby him for the first couple turns. So, I don't know. We got to see what he's looking like start of turn with his showcase. But anyway, his passive is that he gets 150% to attack and defense, 2 key to all super class allies, 1 key plus an additional 25% attack and defense at the start of each turn, up to 4 key and 100% attack and defense. He launches an additional that has a great chance to become a super, and then launches another additional with a high chance to become a super from turn 4 since appearing. And then he also gets the 30% crit chance per turn for every attack performed. So this is good. I mean, I would say considering he's greatly stacking attack and defense, and he's also building up this 100% attack and defense right here, I mean, you're going to build this up pretty quick, just 4 turns, and then by then you're going to have this additional right here. I mean, you could easily triple super with this guy, so considering he's greatly stacking attack and defense, I would say this is pretty good. I like his little support as well. 2 key to all superclass allies is nice. Unfortunately, there's no attack and defense there, but we'll always take a key support. I think he did this in his, no, not right here. Where's his pre-transform state? Yeah, 2 key to all superclass allies. So, okay. He's supporting 2 key for all superclass allies for basically the whole time you're using him, which is good, but again, there's no attack and defense there, so you're kind of going to want to be careful with him. You're not really running him as a lead, so I would say just putting this guy in slot 3, floating him off, and then he's supporting, you know, the 2 key to all superclass allies, you know, every other rotation or whatever, and then you just kind of got him stacking attack and defense there. Or if you really want to put him on a prominent rotation, throw him in slot 2. That could be pretty good, but again, because he's not amazing defensively for the first couple turns, I don't know if this guy's going to be really that good for, like, the first, I don't know, 6 turns in slot 1. He probably is going to get cooked in most events, or most difficult events. So, we'll see. But for now, he's looking alright. And then when you go into the TEQ Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, I don't know if the person who made this just put, like, Rage Trunks, but I don't think the name for it is Rage Trunks. Hang on, we got to check real quick. Because I think they just call it Super Saiyan Trunks. But I'm actually kind of curious, because if they call it Rage Trunks, that's a lot better, because now he can link up with, you know, other Trunks. So, hang on. There's Trunks Teen, and then when you transform, it's Super Saiyan Trunks, and then you go into Super Saiyan Trunks again, Future. So, His name isn't actually Rage Trunks. Sorry, I just wanted to specify that really quick. I don't know, maybe they changed it with his EZA, because they really should. He should be called Rage Trunks, but I don't know. Dokkan's weird with their names. So his super attack effect is that he massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and massively lowers defense. Alright, no defense on super attack. That's a little rough. So his passive is that he gets 40% attack and 20% defense per key sphere obtained. All attacks are guaranteed crits. He gives 3 key to all superclass allies and an additional 50% attack when launching a super attack when 4 or more key spheres are obtained. And then he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, TEQ excluded, to TEQ key spheres once only. So he's looking good here. He doesn't have a start of turn attack and defense stat, but this was ramped up pretty good. This is now 40% attack and 20% defense. Yeah, beforehand you can see it was only 30% attack and 10% defense. So, I mean, this is nice. The guaranteed crits are nice. You got to keep in mind all the stacks are getting carried over into the Rage Trunks right here. So, like, he's still going to be doing good damage and have good defense. But I don't know, no defense on super? That's a little rough. I wish he at least got like 30% defense right here. And then still had some built-in additionals. Maybe instead of doing the crit, he just kept the additional that had a 70% chance to become a super. So then, again, you could just keep this guy in slot 2. And then he's looking fine defensively. But I don't know. And then also the orb changing is only 1 turn. So then that's going to be kind of rough because that's where most of his defense is coming from. So then if you get unlucky with key spheres defensively, he just sucks. Alright, yeah, I'm not really feeling this guy's EZA. I mean, he could be good in long events, but not really feeling it if I'm being honest. And that's okay. I think out of these 2 EZAs, Zamasu is the one that really needs to be good. And he's the one that was most likely going to be good because the skeleton for his EZA was just crazy. So, on that note, here we got the AGL ZAMASU. Now, his leader skill is Realm of Gods category key plus 3, HP and attacking defense plus 170%. Extreme class key plus 3, HP and attacking defense plus 130%. Same with the Trunks. It's exactly what we expected. His super attack effect, he's raising defense. Okay, he's stacking. Causes immense damage to enemy and then greatly lowers defense. Alright, we like to see that. We like to see that. His passive is that he gets 140% attack and defense. He gives 2 key to all extreme class allies. Still got that 40% damage reduction. He gets 10% HP at the start of the turn. And then 20% HP at the end of a turn. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I thought they'd just bump up the HP he got at the start of the turn. But instead they gave him this whole other buff. Alright, that's pretty good. I mean, this is better than the Trunks because he's got the 40% damage reduction, right? I mean, my issue with Trunks is that for the first couple turns, like, you're only relying on his defense, but you haven't stacked at all, so he's not going to have any defense. But then with this guy, you're stacking defense, but then he's got this you can kind of fall back on. So you put him in slot 2 for the first couple turns, and then you stack up enough, and eventually you could probably just throw him in slot 1. So then when you transform into Fused Zamasu, ooh, I already like seeing that 50% damage reduction, so it does increase. And he's still stacking attack and defense. He causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. His passive is that he gets 2 key, 150% to stats. He still gives 2 key to all extreme class allies. He reduces damage received by 50%. That's really good. He gets an additional 50% attack when launching a super. He launches an additional attack in the turn when an attack is received. Okay, so yeah, you do kind of want to throw him in slot 1. You could tell the way they built him with this additional. After receiving an attack, you are going to want to throw him in slot 1 so then you get the additional. And you could do that because 50% damage reduction and he's stacking attack and defense. So then his stats are going to get crazy high. And then 50% damage reduction is already crazy high in terms of damage reduction. So yeah, definitely a good slot 1 unit once you stack up a bit. So I'm okay with that. And then he gets 10% HP when HP is 90% or less. He gets 10% HP at the end of a turn whenever this character receives 5 or more attacks. Okay. And then Purple Goo active skill upon next attacking turn. Yeah, my favorite part is Zamasu, Purple Goo active skill. So then once you go into Purple Goo active skill, his super attack effect is that he massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and then greatly lowers defense. Not really a big fan about no defense right here. I mean, he's got damage reduction, so it's not as big of a deal as the Trunks, but I don't know, still, give him like 30% defense for 1 turn. Come on. And then his passive is that he gets 6 key, 300% attack, and then 100% defense. And then he's reducing damage received by 30%, so, alright, a lot less than 50%, but I do like that you have the option to just not transform into corrupted, Fusion Zamasu. So if you really aren't a fan of this guy and like his design, you could just stay in the normal Fusion Zamasu state, who has the 50% damage reduction, who's stacking attack and defense, and has all that stuff. So even if this design isn't really great, keep in mind, you don't have to transform into this. I guess same goes with the Trunks as well, because, I mean, I really wasn't impressed with the final transformation for the TEQ Trunks. But anyway, yeah, he gets 6 ki, 300% attack, 100% defense, reduces damage received by 30%, gets an additional 50% attack, and a high chance for all attacks to become crit when attacking. And then he launches a super attack every 2 attacks performed in battle. Okay, so for every 2 attacks you do, you get a guaranteed additional super. And then for 3 turns from first appearance, he gets 50% defense. He disables enemies guard, and then he debuffs superclass allies by 10% attack still. I don't know why they kept this in. Yeah, so this is looking like a very, very easy way to use him. You transform into Fusion Zamasu, and then you keep on stacking, and you don't transform into this guy. Same goes with the Trunks. You transform into Super Saiyan Trunks, and then you don't transform into this guy right here. I don't know, because I'm not really a big fan of their design. They don't get defense on super. The damage reduction for the Fusion Zamasu goes down significantly. This guy doesn't even have a start of turn defensive stat. So, yeah, not really a big fan of their final transform state. But overall, Zamasu's looking very good. I'll say that. Just don't go into Corrupted, and you're going to be cooking with him. The Trunks can look really impressive. He's greatly stacking attacking defense and has a lot of built-in additionals, so he can cook as well. So definitely 2 good EZAs, but Zamasu's very, very good. So then now moving on to the sub EZAs. I don't know. These are just random little EZAs we're getting. So these aren't going to be in their own EZA event or anything, but there's still some pretty interesting units. I know this guy is a really good support even before his EZA, so kind of interested to see how they handle this. So his leader skill is Realm of Gods category ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 130%. His super attack is that he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and then seals super attack. Good super attack effect, 50% attack and defense, always a W. His passive is that he's giving all allies 3 ki and 70% defense, and then he also gives all allies 1 ki and 30% attack when all allies in the same turn are Realm of Gods category characters. He has a high chance to dodge. He gets 5 ki, 140% attack, and then 70% defense when there's an extreme class enemy after attacking. Okay, and then he gets 70% attack and then 140% defense when there's an extreme class... when there's a super class enemy after attacking, and then he gets 70% attack and defense when performing a super. Okay, so this is a instant slot 2 and 3 unit. You cannot throw this guy in slot 1. But he does have the high chance to dodge. Okay, I'm liking this guy's design. This is a floater. This is literally the definition of a floater. I don't think there's a more destined floater in the game than this guy. That is absolutely where you're going to use this guy for. You're just going to throw him in slot 3, have him support, hopefully dodge. He gets the super off defensively. He might be able to tank. Because for units like this, we really need to see the showcase on. Because, I mean, 70% defense on super, 140% defense here, 70% defense here. I'm only mentioning the defense because that's what really matters, if I'm being honest. We really need to see what his start of turn defensive stat is. And because he doesn't have any start of turn, attack and defense buffs, it's probably not going to be that great. But between all the defense here and then the defense here, he could definitely be looking good. And keep in mind, he's physical. So he's got the base 5 additional. So then with 2 supers, obviously that's 2 50% defensive raises. So yeah, this guy's definitely going to look good with that high chance to dodge. And he's a good support. So overall, pretty good EZA. And then moving on to the Int Mai. So her leader skill is Time Traveler's category ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 130%. Or Int type ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 90%. Pretty good leader skill, I guess. Not really, but for newer players, maybe it's pretty good. And then her super attack effect is that she raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, has a high chance to stun. Pretty good super attack effect, some defense. And then her passive is that she gets 120% defense, 80% attack when attacking, and she's giving Time Traveler category allies 2 ki and 40% attack and defense. She gets an additional 1 ki and 10% attack and defense for allies who also belong to the super class. Okay. So 3 ki and 50% attack and defense to super class Time Traveler units. That's pretty good, actually. And then a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. Great chance of evading enemies' attack from enemies who have been hit by this character's super attack within the same turn. That's crazy. And then 80% defense when attacking if there's a Future Saga category enemy. And 4C super attack if HP is 70% or less. Oh yeah, this Mai is going to be very good. Yeah, it depends what her start of turn defense stat looks like. But honestly, even if she doesn't have a crazy start of turn defensive stat, with her getting defense on super, with her also having this busted support, and having that chance to stun. So if you're in Super Battle Road, you could just potentially take no damage from the enemy because you could just remove the enemy's attacks. And then she has that great chance to dodge. That's very good. So this is a Super Battle Road killer right here. She's going to destroy it. And I'm okay with units designed for Super Battle Road, but even in some normal events with this dodge right here, she's going to be pretty good. So actually, I'm a big fan of this Maya. I think she's very good design. Honestly, all these guys have good design. I would just say the Trunks and Zamasu's final transformation don't have good design. I mean, that's really just how I would put it. So I guess that has been the video. Let me know which EZA you like the most. Me personally, this AGL Fusion Zamasu looks the most busted to me. I mean, you know, 50% damage reduction right here, stacking attack and defense. Yeah, he's just crazy. And it's really what these extreme class teams needed. So big W with his EZA. And also let me know what you got with your top grossing stones. I'll probably do another video on that a little later, doing my summons, because I actually haven't gone in on the Zamasu's banner at all. So we'll do a couple rotations, or I think we'll do one rotation, because I can do one now that I have top grossing stones. So once again, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.